Hello, welcome back to the Close Screening Podcast. I'm starting this shit right away. We just started recording. We haven't even talked to each other. It's late. The Oscars just happened. I didn't watch a second of it.
The Oscars just went 37 minutes over.
I gotta look up a list real quick and see who won. I didn't watch. I was fucking editing a video that I've been working on all weekend. And I have 2 minutes of footage from 4 hours.
A program where you have everything mapped out to the second can go over by almost 45 minutes.
Because
of those long commercials.
It's not actually mapped out.
That's gotta be. Like, like everyone has a mark. Like, how long those commercial breaks are going. It's because they let those people talk and talk and talk and talk and talk.
Some of them talked a hot minute.
They should have a little whip. And if you go over your 45 seconds, they go, whoosh, and it hits you on the back. Or maybe the Oscars has like an electrical current running through it, and it like zaps you if you're holding it for more than 45 seconds.
I love that. I did find myself, especially during the In Memoriam segment, which I really should have not wanted to be rushed. I felt like that one was real. I was at my wits' end there. I was like, come on, let's go.
The SAG Awards just did their own In Memoriam like either yesterday or 2 days ago. And it was the same people, except for even the Oscars just has more niche people that you've never heard of.
Yeah.
Well,
it's kind of sad watching what's his name, John Travolta.
I was about to say John Travolta's tears were enough for Olivia Newton-John and the whole In Memoriam segment. That should have been enough.
Yeah. All right. So I guess Chase, you're going through this for the first time.
Yep.
We'll just. So we started the night off.
I love this
best
different perspective.
Animated feature. We have Pinocchio,
as it should have been.
The heart and soul of the 2022 film industry was Pinocchio. And Guillermo del Toro got up and he had his thing. Oh, I knew we were off for a good night.
I forgot he was a little chunky boy.
He's a big guy.
He is.
He's looking a little big in that suit. I'm happy though. I really want to see it, especially after this win. That's one of the things that I was like, okay, like some of these films that won these awards, I'm like, all right, like that'll be my final justification for me to want to go out and actually watch these. And Pinocchio is definitely one of them.
There's a song called Ciao Papa that Pinocchio sings. I listen to it all the time. It's like always in the back of my head. I'm always singing it.
Such a happy-go-lucky guy.
Not really. Yeah, like you said yesterday, I'm applying for jobs is not fun, and like sifting through all this stuff. Anyway, we move on to. Did they do best actor, best supporting actor? I'll just go on this New York Times list. Best supporting actress was won by Jamie Lee Curtis, which I was a little.
Everybody on Twitter was really mad at it.
How in the world?
How
are you gonna give that to her instead of Stephanie?
I agree, but what are you gonna do?
But I think so.
Stephanie
you could tell that the theme of this year's Oscars was, I guess, rewarding like older actors who had never won Academy Awards before.
True.
But yeah, I mean, we already talked about her. She was good in the movie. We just didn't think she was in it enough to warrant
not even close.
Oscar. I didn't even know if she should have been nominated.
I don't know either. She did have a really awesome reaction though when she won.
Yeah, I'd like to. This is for everyone.
All of it. She's great. I do love her.
Shout out to loyal Twitter engager, Mason Antoine, for demanding
number one fan.
Put out our ballots. So I'll look at, and I couldn't remember for the life of me what we did as a consensus. So I tried to remember. So for best animated feature, I put Pinocchio. Best supporting actress, I put Stephanie. So we're 1-1 right now. Who wants to keep tally?
Robbed. I can do it.
Thank God.
All right.
Got everything around me.
Then we'll move on to the highlight of the award show, in my opinion. Best supporting actor with Ki Hong Kwan for Everything Everywhere All at Once.
God bless him. So glad
that
he won.
Was the feel-good moment of the night.
He deserved it.
He was. I've never seen a man more happy in my life.
He absolutely deserved it.
If you looked up joy, from the human experience, if you could bottle up that moment, That would be pure joy. If we wanted to show what joy was to an alien, I'd show them that. But very rewarding. I mean, not very rewarding. He
Shoot, I thought it was rewarding.
Well, yes, for us, but he was well deserved. I think we came to a consensus that he would win, and he did.
Yes, sir.
I'm sorry to our listeners because we're going rapid fire because it's almost midnight.
I gotta get up at 6, bro. So I'm not getting a good night's sleep tonight. Neither is Nicholas.
Same.
Yeah.
I mean, we can just go ahead and skip documentary short. I didn't see any of them. The Elephant Whispers one.
Sounds good to me.
And then
good for it.
Documentary feature. Navalny. Production design. Who I think we all thought Elvis would get it, but All Quiet on the Western Front came out with that one, which I think was, I don't know. I mean, I really liked the movie.
Yeah, All Quiet on the Western Front was kind of cleaning up at the first half of the awards tonight, which I didn't mind. But yeah, I didn't expect that one to get production.
Because I know, like in the past, the Academy has really gone into rewarding like biopics that are lavish, and I thought either that or Babylon would definitely win it. Nothing against All Quiet on the Western Front. It was kind of, I mean, I guess if you like trenches, a lot of trenches you had to virtually dig. And then sound is next, which we picked Avatar: The Way of Water.
Batman. Batman got robbed.
Yes, you picked Batman. That was your and Top Gun Maverick won. Which, you know what? They say it's the movie that saves cinema. So
gotta give him one.
Reward him for give him one.
Give him one. I disagree, but give him one.
I did like the little shots they were taking at Scientology at the beginning.
Dude, yes, they were getting a Tom Cruise.
Yeah, they said Tom Cruise looked good without his shirt on, Chase, and then he said, "Talk about L. Ron Hubba Hubba."
As they should.
I did also like the jab that Jimmy Kimmel took when he said, Tom Cruise and James Cameron are the ones who want you to get into the movie theaters, and they couldn't be here tonight, like at the theater. I thought that was pretty good.
Also, maybe a few too many jokes about the slap from last year.
But they all worked for me. It was a lot, but it worked.
I don't know.
I was actually okay with it.
We're 35 minutes over. Like, I don't know. They were kind of funny, but I don't know. When he was like, Guillermo, you're my bodyguard. Like, pointing out all those guys. I don't know.
I did okay, but that was great though when you get like the Mandalorian, Spider-Man, Creed, like it was pretty good.
I did like when he said, if this happens again this year, do exactly what you did last year. Nothing.
Yeah. I thought Jimmy Kimmel, just as an aside, I thought Jimmy Kimmel was great. I thought it was pretty good, little host this time around.
I do think it was funny that I went from Chris Rock to because he's a bit more bold. He had a little more like personal attacks last year to like the very safe late night Jimmy Kimmel. That was definitely like we got to go safe. Because a couple years ago they were doing no hosts. I was sure that they were going to do that this year.
Yeah, I don't know. I guess I don't know.
I think the hosts make it way too long.
That could be.
We don't need your.
I will say. Final thing, just from the performance of the whole event tonight, the donkey on stage was highlight for me. What a moment! The donkey.
They brought the donkey from the Banshees.
But she's dead. How did they do
Guess
that?
What? She's an actress. She's an actress.
Did anyone tell her she didn't have to eat all those fingers? Like,
yeah, actually, they made a joke about that.
She's too method for me.
Loved it. What a moment. What a moment.
Highlight of the year. Moving on to international feature, we all were in agreement that All Quiet on the Western Front would win. It did.
Woo!
The only one I've seen from that genre, from that category. Moving on to visual effects again. if this, I was getting nervous because if this didn't go to Avatar: The Way of Water, I was thinking about turning off the award show because
Yeah, to
literally
no
the
one's
entire
surprise.
film is a visual effect. Oh, and
Yeah,
also,
yeah.
we got the Little Mermaid trailer. Oh my god! What, like, that movie set in water, Avatar set in water, night and day.
Crazy.
I don't think
Crazy.
another movie can ever be set underwater after Avatar, unless it uses that same technology.
Honestly,
I mean, you
true.
got to think about how
Very
much
true.
money they spent on Avatar versus the amount of money they spent on the new Little Mermaid film, though. You're probably looking at like
I know,
a tenfold, like as far as the difference in the
it
budgets.
just looks. It's not even fair. It just looks so bad, like visually.
Mm.
The lighting is all wonky. I don't know, and I don't think it bodes well for the movie that there was no trailer until 2 months before the movie comes out, which you usually see that with like
Yikes.
pretty low budget movies.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, maybe we'll do an episode on that when it comes to Disney Plus. Probably not. Live action short, An Irish Goodbye. I don't even know what we put.
Yeah, I don't know.
Cinematography, we picked All Quiet on the Western Front.
Well deserved. Well deserved.
I was debating on doing Empire of Light for Roger Deakins because he's my boy. But he won because for the longest time he was like the best cinematographer working that never won Oscar, but he won one for 1917. So I stuck with our guts. Cinematography.
That's that you do a war film, probably gonna win cinematography. Also the Batman should have been nominated here. Should have been nominated. A snub of a nomination. Ugh.
Okay, hair and makeup was one. I think that was my shock of the night.
The Whale?
I was for sure. I would have maybe
we had Elvis.
I would probably have put maybe $200 on that winning at the beginning of the night. I just thought that movie would get some sort of like praise for something.
Nah.
I was about to say, yeah. Did Elvis win anything?
Nope. It didn't win anything.
I don't think it won. Yeah, I don't think it did.
And because Elvis is like the perfect kind of like over the top extravagant movie that the Academy usually loves. But I didn't know this. Chase, you probably don't know it either. But apparently the makeup that they had Brendan Fraser wear to make him look obese was all digital.
Oh my god.
So I guess it's a technological innovation, so you give it to them. Which
that is
maybe
really
if
cool.
I knew that before the night, I would have gone for that one.
I had no idea until they showed it on the screen.
Yeah, that's one of the only movies this year I haven't seen.
It's on my list.
And another Elvis snub maybe is costume design. Black Panther: Wakanda Forever wins. Which
I think superhero movies.
We picked Babylon / Elvis for that one too.
We picked Babylon.
I don't know.
I think I picked Elvis because I'd never seen Babylon. Maybe not. I don't know. I don't remember.
I mean, I guess go superhero movies.
Yeah.
Woo!
Animated short, Chase, you're the boy, the mole, the fox, and the horse one.
Thank God.
Or did you want?
I wanted.
This told me the world was ending.
No, I wanted the boy, the mole, the fox, and the horse because I had seen a clip from it like probably a week before we recorded that episode, and it looked really cute.
Okay, that's what we went for.
I gotta say, the one clip they showed with Marcel the Shell with the shoes on though made me want that.
That
movie was so fucking
animated feature.
That movie was so hard to get through.
Got it confused. My bad. That's my bad, audience.
Moving on to best
screenplay.
Original screenplay. We picked Everything Everywhere All at Once, and of course that won. That was the theme of the night. That was racking up some awards.
Yep, that's where it started to take off.
Go back and listen to our episode if you haven't on it. Universal praise for basically everybody.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, and again they started that process back in 2010.
And apparently their original pitch was, "What if we put our mom in the Matrix?" Which is pretty funny.
Yeah.
Original score, we picked All Quiet on the Western Front, and it did win. I think we were pretty good. I think on all of most of our predictions, I
Yeah.
think we're pretty.
I don't think any
Pretty
of us
solid.
predicted the original song winner.
Yeah, Natu.
From
Nati, I think it's
RRR.
Nati, right?
Mm.
Yeah.
Honestly, of the songs they performed, that was the most entertaining to watch.
Oh, that
Agreed.
film is a trip, dude. I've seen nothing. Every clip I see from it, it looks insane.
Another surprise of the night for me was Women Talking winning adapted screenplay. I feel like that one was under the radar. Didn't have a chance to watch that one.
She had probably the best speech, I gotta say.
Of Women Talking.
Whoever accepted the award. I can't remember her name.
Oh, that's
Sarah
funny when
Polley.
she said, "I'd like to thank the Academy for letting the title of this film not scare them away." Women Talking.
Yeah.
Editing again, we hit it right on the ball with Everything Everywhere All at Once.
Sir,
probably the most unique editing style of all the films nominated, and it really was the standout for me. And then finishing out the main four, best director were the Daniels from Everything Everywhere All at Once.
as they
Those
should.
guys were up and down that stage all night, weren't they?
They were.
Which, I mean, if you're winning best original screenplay and you wrote the screenplay, and you're winning, all your actors are winning awards. I mean, it's only natural that you win them because you're directing your actors, right? We move on to best actor.
Brendan Fraser. Daniel with the shout out to teachers, by the way.
Did you feel special? Did you stand up at home?
I should have, honestly.
Best actor, we have Brendan Fraser for The Whale. Another. This is just the feel good Oscars, isn't it?
Feel good.
I
thought good. Brendan Fraser was about to have a panic attack giving his speech. He was shook.
It was a bit intentional. I think they.
It's
not gonna say
apology.
that he didn't deserve it, and these people didn't deserve their awards, but I definitely think this was a massive overcorrection of what happened last year. Of like, we know who you want to win, and we're gonna give it to you, in a way. Best actress, Michelle Yeoh, Everything Everywhere All at Once.
That was deserved.
I changed my answer this morning to Cate Blanchett.
I really thought they were gonna give it to Kate there at the end. I'm not mad, but I really thought Kate had it too.
Then there's not a single movie that I was like, besides Top Gun. There's not a single either person or movie that was up for any award that I didn't want to see win.
I want you guys to know that I still have not watched Tar. I know we were supposed to record an episode on it.
We're doing a second episode right now.
No fucking shot. I'm about to go to bed.
Mini review. Loved it. Still thinking about it. Uh-oh. There it is.
Mixed reviews.
There it is, folks.
Just seemed like a lot. I never had the time.
You gotta put yourself in the theater, and it's a chore to really.
It is self-indulgent.
Without I got my cat running up and down, my phone buzzing. I had Hogwarts Legacy waiting for me.
Like I've been problem.
This whole weekend has been spent editing a project that I've been working on, so there's no shot. I went through 4 hours of footage to cut down to 2 minutes. So
damn.
Yeah, it's been grinding. It has been I've been in my cave. I've been in my dungeon all weekend for a goofy little gaming video.
Oh, for best actor we had Colin Farrell winning.
Nah, not surprising.
Which I'm actually surprised that he didn't win. I thought that he actually had the best performance.
Yeah, I'm not surprised that we had him winning. Too. I'm surprised that he didn't win.
So Brendan Fraser went up to go give him a little handshake. They all talk before he went up there.
I didn't realize he'd never won an Oscar either.
Colin Farrell?
Yeah.
I didn't know that either.
If you would have come up to me on the street and said, how many Oscars has he won? I'd say maybe 1 or 2. Probably been nominated for 6 or 7.
He could have represented the Batman too, in theory. Shaking my head.
But finally, best picture, Everything Ever All at Once. When it I think they should do that one first. Get the best picture out of the way.
No,
Get
because
the best
you-
grade.
I want you to. This is the graph of viewership, right? Oscars start, best picture announced, and then it's the rest. Maybe best actor, best actress, and then just a direct fall off. That is you're playing the last 2 minute, the 2 minute warning in the fourth quarter at the beginning of the game. You can't get all this build up just for it to trickle off with like the show to end with, I don't fucking know, best documentary short. You know what I mean? Who's gonna stay for the Elephant Whisperers?
If they're just like, oh, we forgot, we actually have one more.
That would be kind of good though, just to take all the air out of the room. Or like best production design.
Like 2 years ago, Nomadland wins best director, best original screenplay, and then of course it wins. Last year, I think it was a bit different. It was all over the place. Coda won.
Mm-hmm.
But all we remember a lot from last year is just that slap.
Did Ke Kwan win the Emmy?
Yeah, he won the Emmy.
He did?
No, Emmy is TV.
Oh, fucking, well, I don't fucking know shit. Has he ever won an Emmy? Has he
like
won a Grammy? Has he won a Tony? I'm trying to get him an EGOT. You see what I'm saying? Trying to get him an Emmy, a Grammy, and a Tony. I want Ke Kwan to win every award. I want him to win.
But he won like the SAG Award and like the Screenwriters Guild Award. He won a Golden Globe.
I want
a Golden Globe one of them.
I thought EGOT was Emmy, Grammy, Oscar, Tony.
That's probably what it is. But before we go, I would give this Oscars. I mean, pretty predictable. So, I mean, I think every person that got their award was deserved. But before we go,
great.
I just want to shout out a couple films that I've watched. Just very quickly. On the TV side, I watched Severance on Apple TV. Oh my goodness. What a show. Enthralling, engaging. Oh my goodness. I finished it last night. It was like 2:00 in the morning. And I finished episode 7. And I was like, okay, episode's 8. I have to watch the season finale right now. And I get to 8. And there was one more episode. So it's like 2:45 and I'm like, I cannot do this right now. But do you know what it's about?
I know
I
what
thought
it's
it
about.
was just Adam Scott, Ben from Parks and Rec, just like going into office buildings and firing people. Hence the name, like Severance Package. But it's about this this company that you get this procedure done where it severs your like working mind from your normal like everyday mind. So like once you like go down the elevator to your office, you like your work mind is awakened, and like you don't know who your Audi is, and they do like this just like obscure work that they don't know what they're doing, and they can't communicate with each other, and they're trying to figure out what they do and how to like break the cycle. Crazy. And Christopher Walken's is in it, so what else could you need?
Oh, love him. Christopher Walken.
Hold on, just real quick. Let me pull up Letterboxd. I bet Everything Everywhere All at Once will get another theatrical run.
Oh, for sure. I think it's like the most awarded film of all time now.
Damn.
Hopefully.
Since the podcast, I watched Cocaine Bear, and many of you may have seen my live tweets on it.
Love it.
You know what you're getting when you go into a film called Cocaine Bear. I watched Pop Stars Never Stop Never Stopping.
The classic.
It had some funny jokes.
I'm sure it's
and
outdated
then I went
as
and
fuck.
saw the new Adam Driver science
65?
fiction film. 65. Maybe my worst film of the year. It is on the lowest of my ranking so far. They've figured out how to make a 93-minute film feel like 2 hours. Maybe even 3. And like there's a freaking old boomer like sat right next to me, pulled out an entire freaking Wendy's 4 for $4.
I
And
love
then
it.
and then he's one of those guys that has their phone flash every time he gets a text. And his phone was like in his like halfway out of his pocket, so it was just the flash, and it would just flash 4 times. And then this other boomer was sitting. You know how like they have like the lower section and then the walkway and then the upper section.
Yeah.
He's sitting in like the first row, in between the divide where they have the handicap seating. And the half
Yeah.
the movie, he's sitting scrolling Apple News. I was like, how bored do you have to be to get on Apple News? I was like,
Wow.
dude, just get up and leave. This
You-
movie's only like an hour and a half.
You encountered a brand new type of guy. That's crazy. You encountered like
I was
a
like,
like
first
a,
of all, I've never seen anyone use Apple
yeah.
News
That's what I'm
before.
saying. You encountered a cryptid, someone who values Apple News above a movie they spent money on, but not enough to
And he was
leave the
like-
movie
he's
to
like
go
80
watch
years
that. Look at
old.
Apple
He's like-
News.
he like came in, and there's like he was like limping, walking really slow. Like you could tell he bought a seat up in the stairs, but then was like, "Fuck it, I'm not going up those stairs." But the movie was okay. When you think of 65 million years ago, you think of dinosaurs and like lush jungles, right?
Yeah.
And like megafauna. It's literally Adam Driver with a science fiction gun running through fucking pine trees. Almost the entire movie. Like, think of like any sort of like tree farm where
Yeah.
the trees are in little rows and they're only like this thick. So like, I know these trees are not old, bro. And then one minute he'd be running through the pine forest and then step into like this jungle. And then the girl would run away from him and she'd be on the beach and then be back in the pine forest.
I'm
I
gonna
don't know
have
why he did
to
it.
double
I don't know
check
what
my.
he got out of that.
I need to double check my. He got to check. He got money. That's what he got out of that. He probably got a fucking bag. I need to double check my my paleogeology textbooks, but I'm fairly certain in that era the oxygen levels were way higher than they are now, which allowed for megafauna and megaflora. So those pine
Yeah.
trees would be like the width of like
I know
redwood.
that's like, it would be ginormous.
Yeah. So that's a big old L right there.
Oh, and then the major twist of the movie is that they're actually aliens from 65 million years ago, that their ship is disrupted after it comes in contact with the asteroid that kills the dinosaurs. So then they crash on Earth, and then the asteroid's coming to Earth to kill them. So they have it's like escape to Blair Mountain. It was literally The Last of Us.
I
I don't know what
Oh
it
my
is with-
god, you unlocked a memory. Escape to Blair Mountain.
No, is
Holy
it Witch Mountain?
It's Escape to Witch Mountain, I think. But I know what
Is
you
it Witch
meant.
Mountain?
Yeah.
But it was
It's
literally
like quite the movie, quite the viewing experience.
It has The Rock in it.
it was just pretty funny that this dude, I don't know where he was hiding a entire Wendy's bag.
I love that.
Takes out a fucking hamburger, fries, fucking chicken nuggets.
That's awesome.
But
I'm telling you.
I will be going to see Shazam next week.
Thursday, got my tickets.
I will not be seeing Shazam. I have
Gonna be better than Ant-Man.
I think that's it on the. Anybody else see anything?
no, like
No,
I said,
sir.
I've oh actually wait a minute. Allow me to impart, if there is any anime fans listening to this podcast and they see that there's a Demon Slayer movie in their theater, in their local theater,
I saw about this on Twitter.
I want you to not spend the money to buy a ticket, because what you're gonna get is the last 2 episodes of the most recent season and then about a 45-minute episode of the next season. But they did not have the courtesy to edit out the fucking credits between the 2 episodes, or the intro of the first episode. It's mind-numbing.
That is so funny.
Emma and I were
Did you
invited to
go
go
see
see it. Yeah, and we had no idea that it was going to be like that. And we were like, oh, cool. A new Demon Slayer movie. The last one was so good. This will be awesome. I'm surprised nobody's as hyped about this. And I was like, kind of sus, because I was like, I haven't seen anything on Twitter about this. And then we pull up, and one of the people that we were going to see it with was like, I heard that it's the last 2 episodes of the last season, and then the first episode of the next season. And I was like, shut up, you dumb idiot. They wouldn't do that. They made such a good movie last time. And then I was the dumb idiot when the fucking second to last episode of the last season came on. And he just
Have you seen them all?
Yeah, I've watched the last season in its entirety when it came out, when it was
So
airing.
was the third episode a new episode though?
Yeah, it was the first episode of the last season, but there was nothing. It was just like people talking, people chatting. Nothing really major happened. So at least when the new season comes out, I don't have to watch the first like probably 2 episodes, which doesn't
Hey, there
really
you go.
affect me at all.
Right side.
I'm gonna watch it anyway. So, but yeah, don't spend the money. It was
Nicholas, You
stupid.
been watching anything?
No, sir.
know we
I have
got-
not.
We got basketball starting on Thursday.
March Madness. That's what I'm watching, baby.
Who you got? I'm toying.
I got a lot of teams I like but don't trust. I like Houston, don't trust them. I like Alabama, don't trust
I don't
them.
trust them.
UCLA, like, don't trust. I don't know.
No, remember 100% of all teams that have won March Madness in the last 20 years have been like east of Texas. So UCLA is out. Houston
Okay,
is your.
I'll keep that in
Houston
mind.
and Kansas. You know what? I kind of like Duke. I kind of like Duke to make a deep run. They're 19-1 when all of their starters are on the court. They're healthy.
Yeah, I'm ready to make my bracket. I know that.
I had it down to the final 4, and I was like, I can't do this right now. I'll wait until the first 4.
There you
Because
go.
my boys from Arizona State have a chance to get in the dance. They got to beat Nevada.
As much as I would love
Uh,
to continue discussing March Madness,
but
It
this
is
is the
12:15.
basketball end of the podcast.
that's fine.
Sports segment.
I think
Where's
I
that going?
might put up a cardboard cutout of my face, and you can just text me when it's over, and I'll come in here and hit stop recording. I'm so sleepy. I've been in my dungeon
think-
for
I
2
think
days
we're-
straight.
I
I
think we're
think
good here.
this is it. I don't know what we're gonna do next time. I may not be able to even record for, like I said, I may not be able to record for like 3 months. We're still recording currently. I just wanted the viewers to know my next episode might just be Zach and Nick. Next few episodes might be Zach and Nick. Also, I've been working on a video project that'll probably come out in like a month. Be cool if you checked it out.
Plug.
Yeah, Loki the Fiend, Loke the Fiend on YouTube. or I
Where's
think.
your anime walking video?
I wrote 3 scripts, hated all of them.
Damn.
I gave up.
Gave up.
Yeah.
Don't ever give up.
I just
Don't
don't
ever give
think
up.
I don't think video essay content is for myself. I hate writing scripts. I like to just riff
Hey,
and be
Key.
goofy.
Key told us to never give up on your dreams.
Yeah, well, I just
He was close to giving up.
I just pivoted. I didn't give up. I just went to a different video format.
And the Daniels started their script. Daniels started their script in 2010 for Everything Everywhere All at Once.
Look, I don't think my
a
anime
process.
walking video is going to be an Everything Everywhere All at Once level of
Hey,
of
the guy
media.
who won Best Editing for Everything Ever All at Once. It was the second movie he's ever edited,
That's fucking
Look at that.
crazy.
and he's won an Oscar.
Well, I feel pretty good about the edit I put together. Like I said, it was 4 hours of content that I've gotten down to 2 minutes. So,
Perfect. Shoot another 4 hours. Yeah.
thanks for watching, guys. I don't know. Next time I'll see you, audience.
Next week.
Probably not. You guys gonna have to start recording without me.
Love this,
So,
guys.
yeah. See you guys.